Okay, hello. Today's going to be a spoiler-free review.
Ozark!
Is going to be a spoiler-free review of Ozark. Yeah, so let's get started.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Ozark films in the great state of Georgia.
Yeah.
The whole state.
Even though it's supposed to be, I think, like Missouri.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Missouri.
Near Georgia.
No, it shoots at Lake Lanier, and it shoots
places.
at Lake Altoona, and it shoots in Marietta, and it shoots in Lake Lanier.
The review.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's the first, Ozark is broke down into 2 parts this season. It's part 1 and part 2. That's what 2 parts mean.
Well, no
mean.
Like, that's what 2 parts mean. So, because I was wondering what 2 parts of a
Just in case you don't know.
Some
people don't.
You didn't know.
Listen.
But like, so they took the first 7. I guess it would have been a 14 episode final season. Instead of making it 14 episodes, they broke it in half, which I'm fine with that because I am also a big fan of the show.
I'm okay with that too because I don't want it to end, so it feels like it's like giving you that little bit of like, here's a teaser and then here's the rest. But I only wanted to make sure because some people might not know that because it did end abruptly and they don't say, you know, the second half is coming when. So at least at the end of the show, they don't tell you and it just kind of ends. But so there is going to be a second half, just to clarify for those that don't know that.
I wonder how many episodes it's going to be. It might be 7 more.
I would think
more.
so. Half and half.
So for that, just picks right back up from there. Have to be careful on what we say because I don't want to give anything away. So. Cheers to Bruce Davison, our good friend, who came in and slated as the senator.
Sure did.
That's helping the birds. That's all we can say. We can't say what.
We're not going to give too much away, but we love him. He's a personal friend of ours, and if you don't watch it for him because he's a really good guy.
People are going to watch it.
We love
and just seeing Bruce in there was really cool. And I mean, Bruce is tearing it up right now. He's popping up in a lot of stuff. So Bruce.
Go Bruce.
Bruce did an amazing job. So proud of you, Bruce, too, and keep up the good work. Spoiler free, but once again, I would have to say, like, Jason Bateman, you know, I mean, he's just amazing. He's amazing at his craft. He's amazing as an actor, a director, a writer.
Storyteller.
Since we were kids watching him grow up, like, he started on, like, way back in the day, I think, Walton's and all the TV shows, the whole family.
He was on Walton's.
I think so.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Episodes as a kid
cool.
in the 80s. The Waltons were 70s, but he was in the 80s. I think that's what his name is.
No, Little House on the Prairie. He was on.
Is it Little House on the Prairie? Oh, Waltons was around. So Little House on the Ingalls. He was an Ingle, I think.
The Ingalls are Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. So Little House on the Prairie. Anyway, so he's had an incredible career. So
cheers to Jason Bateman. He's probably
and his
one
talent
of the.
is.
I would say
Jason Bateman is
one of the top actors of today's generation, wouldn't you?
He just, yeah. I mean, he does it all. He does TV. I mean, he pops up in friends of his movies.
Funny, he's dramatic.
There's movies that he does where you wouldn't even think he'd do, and he does them for, I think, friends of his that he's kind of grown in his career. Shows that he's a good dude.
I like the whole Bateman family. I like his
Justine.
Sister. I remember her in that.
Our cats are running around. Okay, let's stay on the topic though. So, and then Laura Linney in this season. Holy moly. I remember starting out in season 1. I didn't know if I could even watch it because it was just so like heartbreaking and I didn't know where it was going with her as the wife and I just was like, man, I don't know about this woman and I know she's unhappy, but she takes this to a whole nother level in this season 4. You just see this devious side of her of like outsmarting everyone.
But the thing is her character loves what she's doing. You know that what she's doing is wrong, but
she is just ruthless and at the same time, you know. So you know what I would say? I always thought like Toni Collette, just a comparison, in Hereditary, deserved an Academy Award I mean, Toni Collette is an amazing actress, but what she did in Hereditary, if you haven't seen Hereditary, check it out. If you want to see a review on that, we would do a review on that. Unbelievable, and I thought I would never see anyone playing that role the way Toni Collette played it, but I think
Except for Laura Linney.
Laura Linney could actually, it's that deep and that emotional and that scary of a role. I think Laura Linney, the way she's playing this season 4 of Ozark, she would do just to that character in Hereditary. So and that's a serious compliment.
Cheers to Laura.
Cheers
Linney.
to Laura Linney.
She's killing it. Everyone does. I mean, what I will say on this season is it's the last season, so a lot of times writers, in my opinion, don't put their best foot forward in season finales or in, after like 2 or 3 seasons. I think I've said this before on here on TV shows. And I think that they killed it.
They did. They take this season and they string you along for this ride.
He plays it great.
14 or something, 15, but he has grown into his actor, and I think this season he's done an amazing job, because when you're a younger kid and you're growing into your role, sometimes you get showcased as not being that good of an actor, but you get away with your character.
That's true.
And I feel like this has been his best season as an actor.
They gave him more to this season.
And he's handled it very well. And his face expressions, his subtleties, I think he's killing it as an actor. So I mean, kudos to the whole crew, and
I agree.
That's gonna be my spoiler-free review.
You mean kudos to the whole cast?
To the whole cast, yeah. And especially the main actors. They're doing just a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to see the final episodes in the final.
I agree with that. And it's funny when you watch, cheers to all the cast. When you watch a show for all these seasons, sometimes you can see that, especially as filmmakers, because we don't watch shows like your normal person. We have to watch them. I watch it through a producer's eyes. You always watch stuff through a director and a visionary eye. And we could really tell that the chemistry that all the actors had on this season was unique, and that they really enjoy what they're doing, and you can actually feel it.
And they try and hit that realness.
Yeah.
It's like you're a fly on the wall watching it. It's like they keep it very real. So I would say
even the bad people you end up loving because they get so into their characters.
My gosh.
And they keep it real. Like
what
you said, they keep it real, folks.
I gotta say though, I gotta give a special shout out to...
Can I do my own cheers so I can take a
Sure, cheers. Felix is killing it from the cartel. The head. But who is the nephew? The nephew that's come into season 4. That's playing Felix's nephew. That's going to take over.
I don't even have my glasses.
Alfonso Herrera. Oh my goodness! You don't. At first, you're like, "What's up with this guy?" He plays the nephew. He comes in and he is doing a phenomenal job. Up the good work. I would give this season a 9.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 too. Though I have one tiny little thing that I would like to add.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Is I can tell as a producer that some of the production value went down a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. I feel like they took the production value and put it somewhere else, like maybe even with more actors, more names. But I could tell that a lot of the stuff was on a set, which again, doesn't bother me.
Go with the 9. Great job, Ozark, first half. Cheers.
Cheers.